On this episode of Drug Wars, $5 insanity hits South Florida as a new front opens on the war on drugs and law enforcement battles Flocka, a synthetic drug that's invaded the streets.
What is that?
I don't know, it's in your pocket.
And Cody, a St. Louis heroin addict struggling to turn his life around, has second thoughts about boarding a plane to Florida for rehab.
Just nervous. No, it's definitely separation anxiety.
Keep going the way you're going.
The war on drugs rages on many fronts. Now, for the first time, we are in American soil with exclusive access.
Please, open the door!
From combating Mexican cartels trafficking humans and drugs across the border,
Mano en la nuca.
to chaos on America's streets as heroin and synthetic drugs spark alarming epidemics. We take you to today's frontline.
I'm so tired of all this violence.
This is Drug Wars. This woman is feeling the side effects of Flocka, a synthetic drug tailor-made in Chinese labs that can be snorted, smoked, injected, or swallowed. Flocka is a stimulant in the cathinone class and is often called the $5 insanity because for a modest price, users get hours of overwhelming brain stimulation. It's also proven to be ruthlessly lethal.
We do not know the long-term effects of what Flocka does to the brain as far as intellectual function or emotional function. And it's horrible because what it does, even with a single use, if there's an overdose, it could actually kill the person that's using it.
Flocka first hit the streets of South Florida in late 2014, and it has already taken the lives of dozens of people. The demand for it shows no sign of diminishing.
I've watched it almost happen on numerous occasions, you know? You put a little bit too much in the syringe and next thing you know, you're gone. You know, I've seen him collapse. I've seen him eyes back in his head, you know, foaming at the mouth, you know, knees buckle and down you go.
First responders like the Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue saw the signs of a growing epidemic before anybody. And today, their shifts are dominated by Flocka cases.
Gregory May, Captain, Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue. Today, we're going to be out responding throughout the city. We're going to respond to medical emergencies, dealing with the Flocka, the influx of Flocka that's going on in South Florida. With the drug Flocka, problem is the chemists, they're constantly changing the makeup of it. 6 months from now, might be something totally different and have a total different name. And then fire rescue and even hospitals are going to have to approach it differently. Captain 8 Firecom. They received a call for a person passed out over here, so we'll see what's going on. Hey, Walt. They're going to start an IV on him and start giving him some fluids and start cooling him down. The gentleman is on Flocka. So he's sweating profusely, his body temperature is high. He was calm, and this is kind of the problem with the Flocka is you don't know what you're gonna get. 1 minute he could be calm, but if you saw earlier when they went to grab him, he started getting real agitated, and that's just part of the whole process with this drug.
Police are not always called in for drug overdoses, but Flocka users can exhibit superhuman strength and often need to be restrained. So fire rescue never engages Flocka cases without multiple officers present.
See, they have 2 police officers just because they tend to get violent. So we have to have one in, and then a second one is following.
Broward County hospitals are treating 10 Flocka overdoses a day, compared to 1 a day for cocaine, heroin, and meth combined.
So I was talking with the officers, and basically what happened was they had arrested him. He had a warrant, so they found him, they arrested him. And then in the process of searching him and stuff, he had empty baggies, which were a Flocka. So he was recently smoked. And then when he was in their custody, he started acting fidgety and whatnot, and then just passed out on him. And then sweating profusely and all that. And that's when we got the call.
What happens is patients, because of the Flocka and the dysfunction of the autonomic nervous system, their heart rates are in 150 to 200. Their blood pressure is so high, 230 over 120 on average. They have a temperature of 103, 104, 105. They become hyperthermic. And because they have paranoid delusions of persecution, they always struggle. So they exert themselves beyond what their body can handle, their heart stops. And that's what causes the death.
Coming up. The Broward County Sheriff's Office works round the clock on the front lines of the Flocka epidemic.
The guy at the women's bathroom, he's Flocka.
You guys want to jump on that?
Plus, will Cody, this St. Louis heroin addict, board a plane to Florida and attend a life-saving rehab program, or stay home and risk dying?
I bury a lot of people. This drug kills indiscriminately.
In St. Louis, Missouri, a heroin addict named Cody arrives at the airport, where his mother hopes he'll board a plane to Florida to enter a treatment program. But knowing he could be away from home for 6 months or more, Cody is hesitating.
It's definitely separation anxiety. Being separated from everything. Never been that way before.
Chad, a nonprofit director who connected Cody with the treatment center, was an addict himself for 17 years and intimately understands the struggles of his clients. But he won't let Cody miss this opportunity.
He's just scared. It's, you know, one of the things about addicts is we fear change. We're so used to the life, the drug, that to live without it is a very scary thing.
And this ain't the way to live it. Every single day, and then you have to go do something you don't want to do, and you have to be sick in the middle of it all, and you have to ruin your entire life just for a little drug, just to feel good, just a little bit. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all.
Cody summons his strength and decides to board the plane to Florida to attend rehab.
Okay, I can't. This is it. But I'm gonna check in on you and I'll see you in October, okay?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, bud, good luck.
All right, man.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
I've been nervous up to this point, but I think I'm ready for it now. We're here, so there's no going back now.
I have to stay emotionally detached. I bury a lot of people. This drug kills indiscriminately. This is just step one of 1,000 steps to go with him. So I'm optimistic, but I know the struggle's ahead of him.
"1,200 miles to the south, Florida's Broward County Sheriff's Office receives more calls about Flocka than every other county in the nation. And Flocka calls, remember, though, every other drug combined.
County Sheriff's Office. I have almost 20 years with the Sheriff's Office. Currently headed in the areas with
61 people.
search warrants make
Find her.
cocaine. You can smoke. Take them to the fight. $57.
Well informed about
Somebody leave. With them.
but the Florida.
Are you going stretching?
Freedom of state. At least